Good night, Malaysian 370. These routine words, spoken by Captain Zahari Ahmad Shah, were the last anyone ever heard from Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. They were calm, professional, and gave no hint of the impending mystery that would soon grip the world. At 1:19 a.m. on March 8, 2014, the Boeing 777 carrying 239 souls vanished from radar screens. No mayday call, no distress signal. The plane simply disappeared into the night, leaving behind a trail of questions and a void of answers. Just silence. The kind of silence that is deafening, that speaks volumes in its emptiness. It was as if the plane had been swallowed by the night sky, leaving no trace behind. The world watched in disbelief as the search began. A global effort that saw nations coming together, united by the hope of finding the missing aircraft. Newsrooms buzzed with updates, families clung to their televisions, and the world held its breath. It was a desperate scramble for answers in a sky that held none. Search and rescue operations spanned vast stretches of ocean, with ships and helicopters scouring the waters, but the ocean remained silent, offering no clues. The disappearance of MH370 wasn't just a tragedy, it was a profound mystery that left families in anguish and the world in shock. Memorials and vigils were held, as people came together to mourn and to hope. It was an enigma that defied explanation. How could a plane simply vanish in an age where technology tracks our every move? The vast ocean seemed to mock the search efforts, its depths hiding the secrets of MH370. How could a modern airliner packed with technology simply disappear in the age of instant communication and satellite surveillance? The questions were endless, the answers elusive. The disappearance of MH370 remains one of the greatest aviation mysteries of our time, a puzzle that continues to haunt us. March 8, 2014 began like any other day. At 12:41 a.m., Malaysia Airlines Flight 370 departed Kuala Lumpur International Airport, its destination Beijing, China. The flight path was familiar, the weather clear. For the first 40 minutes, everything proceeded normally. Then, at 1:19 a.m., as MH370 approached Vietnamese airspace, the unthinkable occurred. The transponder, which transmits the plane's location, went silent. Minutes later, the plane veered sharply off course, turning west across the Malay Peninsula. MH370 had vanished from radar. The immediate response was a frantic search and rescue operation. Coast guards, rescue boats, and helicopters scoured the vast ocean, hoping to find any sign of life or debris. The urgency was palpable, as every second counted in the race against time. Theories abounded, each more unsettling than the last. Investigators gathered, their faces etched with concern, as they debated the possible causes. On whiteboards, a myriad of theories were scribbled, each one a potential key to unlocking the mystery. Had a catastrophic mechanical failure ripped the plane apart mid-air? The possibility of a sudden mechanical breakdown was terrifying. Images of exploded airplane components and debris scattered in the sky haunted the minds of those searching for answers. Could a sudden decompression have disabled the crew, leaving MH370 a ghost ship in the sky? The thought of an airplane cabin with oxygen masks deployed, an empty cockpit, and a plane flying without control was chilling. It painted a picture of a silent, eerie journey through the skies. Experts analyzed every scrap of data, but the puzzle remained unsolved. They pored over flight data on computers, examined black box recordings, and scrutinized the flight path on large screens. Despite their efforts, the mystery of MH370's disappearance persisted. The lack of debris in the initial search zone cast doubt on a sudden catastrophic event. The empty ocean and the fruitless search efforts led to more questions than answers. How could a plane vanish without a trace? The plane, it seemed, had flown on for hours after its disappearance, but where? And why? The radar screens showed an extended flight path, suggesting the plane continued its journey long after it lost contact. This revelation added another layer of complexity to the already baffling mystery. What drove the plane to continue flying, and what was its final destination? As days turned into weeks, the investigation increasingly focused on the human element. Was it possible that MH370 had been hijacked? The lack of communication from the perpetrators and the unusual flight path made this theory seem less likely. Attention then turned to the pilot, Captain Zahari. Theories ranged from a deliberate suicide mission to a political act of protest, yet no clear motive emerged, and Zahari's friends and family vehemently denied he was capable of such an act. Amidst the uncertainty, whispers of conspiracy began to circulate. Some speculated that MH370 had been the target of a military interception gone wrong, perhaps mistaken for a hostile aircraft. Others pointed to the plane's cargo, which included lithium-ion batteries, suggesting a fire or explosion could have led to a cover-up. While lacking concrete evidence, these theories tapped into a deep-seated fear that something was being hidden, that the truth about MH370 was too terrible to reveal. Years passed, and the mystery of MH370 endured. The world watched as search efforts spanned continents and oceans, yet answers remained elusive. Families of the passengers clung to hope, while investigators faced mounting pressure to uncover the truth. Then, in 2015, a piece of the plane's wing, known as a flaperon, washed ashore on Reunion Island in the Indian Ocean. This discovery reignited the investigation, offering a tangible clue amidst the vast uncertainty. The flaperon, with its faint Malaysia Airlines logo, was a silent witness to the plane's tragic end. More debris followed, confirming the plane had indeed crashed somewhere in the vast expanse of water. Each piece of wreckage told a story of its own, scattered by the relentless currents of the ocean. The discovery of these fragments brought a mix of sorrow and relief to the families, as the reality of the crash became undeniable. Analysis of the debris and satellite data pointed to a remote area of the southern Indian Ocean, thousands of miles from the original search zone. Experts meticulously examined each fragment, piecing together the final moments of the flight. The data suggested a lonely and desolate end, far from any landmass in one of the most remote parts of the world. The plane, it seemed, had flown for hours after its disappearance, likely on autopilot, before running out of fuel and plunging into the sea. The final descent was a tragic culmination of a journey shrouded in mystery. The ocean, vast and unforgiving, became the final resting place for MH370, leaving behind a legacy of unanswered questions and enduring sorrow. Despite the discovery of debris, the main wreckage of MH370 remains elusive. Multiple searches, utilizing advanced sonar technology and underwater drones, have yielded no results. The ocean floor in the suspected crash zone is treacherous, with deep trenches and underwater mountains, making the search a daunting task. The lack of a definitive crash site only fuels speculation. Without the plane's black boxes, which record flight data and cockpit audio, the final moments of MH370 remain shrouded in mystery. 7 years after MH370 disappeared, we are left with more questions than answers. What caused the plane to deviate from its course? Was it a deliberate act or a tragic accident? What happened in the cockpit during those final hours? And why hasn't the wreckage been found? These questions haunt the families of those lost, who still yearn for closure. They also serve as a reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring power of the unknown. The disappearance of MH370 is a stark reminder that even in our technologically advanced age, some mysteries defy explanation. It is a story of loss, uncertainty, and the search for answers in a world where truth often seems stranger than fiction. Until the wreckage is found and the black box is recovered, the true fate of MH370 will continue to captivate and confound us. A chilling reminder of the mysteries that lie hidden beneath the surface of our world.